Yo, let me just bowl. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Hammers Fans United, and welcome back to the Player Rating Show. As I'm going to try and do on this every time I do a watch along, we'll have me plus one on the Player Rating Show, where that person will give their ratings, and then you guys in the comments. Let's just get to the comments quickly, and then we will. Oh, sorry. Obviously, I'm joined by Peach, who's my special guest today. Let me get to the comments first. Okay, so Budgie in the house. Me and Budgie was having a little conversation before we went live. As you can see, am I messing with your head? No. Check your phone. Common New Irons. Lawrence, big up Lawrence. Hello, everyone from Auburn, Alabama, USA. Come on, you irons. And Budgie says, "Oh look, bubbles, yeah." Roy Chappell, you know what? I've got a lot of respect for Roy. Big up, Roy. Please, can you hear me? Yeah.
What's up?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, your thing sounds a bit muffled. I don't think it's just the mask. I think like it's the
No,
phone.
the
Maybe
mask. The mask is a stupid result, man. That's what it is.
All right.
Stupid result.
One sec. Let me. Let's just see if any more people come in, because obviously we want to get everybody involved in what I think was a disappointing performance and result. And even at 1-0, anybody that was there would, testify that I was saying it wasn't good. So I'm not saying it after they've scored. In hindsight or in reflection, they probably deserved the point on the balance of play. I can't give ratings tonight because I was working during most of the night, looking for the knowledge. That's good. Yeah, and that's why, it's good to do things like this. Let me I've done this in the last one, but,
Yo, hold on. Why are you waiting for 2 people to come in? Hold on just 1 second. I just got to make a call to somebody real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let me just mute Peach just so in case it's a private call. Right, who's in the house? Roy is again. You know what? Let me move the comment first. Sorry. So Roy was there for the whole watch along, and yeah, like I said, we know there's no obligation, and there's a lot of channels, but yeah, I appreciate that. So yeah, Roy, WHU Chapel official Hammer Gang. I would not let that result bring me down, like mood-wise. I'm good, man. Okay, Peach is back. Lawrence, let me find you, my friend. I'm just going to do the ones that's in here for now, just because obviously Peach is sorting himself out. Lawrence, another guy I got a lot of respect for. We got Lawrence, official Hammer Gang. Yeah. Budgie, where's Budgie? Let me find Budgie. Listen, do you know what the funny thing is, yeah? I only learned that StreamYard can only have 100 items in there the other day. And then when I tried to put that intro video in here today, it said I was already at 100. So, all the artwork I used earlier will get deleted anyway. But yeah, it's very very easy to get to 100 items. And I haven't done any logos or nothing like that. So yeah, let me see. Okay. Budgie, official Hammer Gang. You already know. Where's Peach's one? Oh, let me unmute Peach. Sorry.
No. I can't get the live chat on. Like I go to chat, but then it takes away from my screen. So do I have to keep doing that?
I don't know why it's not doing that. One sec.
Yeah.
Let me go to comments. That might help you. If I go to comments, maybe yeah. Oh, Luke. One sec. Budgie, I thought we looked good out of the blocks, but look, impetus. Antonio never he looks shocking. Roy, thumbs up. One sec. Luke, let me put your name up on the screen, my friend. Luke Legend.
Yeah, Luke. What up, ladies?
Gang, baby. Yes, Lawrence, what up, Luke? Right, let me find Luke Legend. Like I said, if ever your name's not in here, that's because you can only put 100, and sometimes your name might not be in it. Luke Legend.
The only lady that's out tonight is West Ham United, guys. There you go.
Official Hammer Gang.
What up, Lawrence?
Luke Legend. Hi, Lawrence. Right, Pete. So I'm going to get back to the ratings screen. Oh my god, what have I just done? Okay, there's people in here, so we'll just go with Peaches. His ratings and his reasoning for that, and then obviously people in the chat. So let me get the obvious one first, and that was goalkeeper Lucas Fabianski, who's on the screen now. Peach. A score for him and maybe a rating. No, sorry, a rating and maybe a little summary as to why, and then we can get involved in the chat, or you can do it now, people. What are you saying, Peach?
3.
A 3?
Yep.
For Lucas?
Yep.
Wow. 1 second. Wow. No, explain that, please. Let me get this banner smaller. That's too big, man.
He didn't have nothing to do. Like, they had all the possession, but they didn't do nothing with it. It's like the commentator was saying, like, it was like Groundhog Day. It was like they had all this possession, but they couldn't do shit with it. Kind of like us. Like, we didn't have all the possession. Our supposed game is supposed to be the Red Bull model, where we give all the possession to the other team. But, like, yo, man, I get if you want to run that, but it's like, when you do get the ball, have a go at them, dog. Like, we got nothing. We got nothing up front. Like, anyways, Lucas Fabianski, the man at hand, I didn't hear his name. He didn't have that much to do. Yeah, they had a whole bunch of possession. They didn't really do too much with it. 3 for me, because he could have pulled out of that chair for like half the match, man, straight up. So, yeah,
Right.
3 for 5 for me.
What I would say is this, yeah? I would say you've made a rod for your own back. If he gets a 3, I can see some 1s and 2s coming, because I felt I don't normally, but
you don't think they're coming? You don't think they're coming? You don't think they're coming?
They have to be, because I would give I don't always. Sometimes I interject. I would give Fabianski a 7 or an 8 for tonight. 1 sec. Let's go.
I give Fabianski an areola shirt. That's what I do. I give Fabianski an areola shirt. There you go, son. There's your areola shirt. Now be a keeper. Straight up.
Okay. Right. So let's see what the people in the chat think, because I don't think they'll give him a 3. Luke. Okay. Wait. All right. So I haven't seen your lot's comments, but now I can. Don't forget to like. Thank you, Budgie.
Big up, Budgie.
So clueless up front, says Luke. Right. Let's see what Luke says. Fab equals an 8. So he agrees with me. Made some good saves. No chance for the goal. Yeah, man. Lawrence
no
says,
chance
wow.
for the goal. Where was Dawson at? Oh, that's a different story. Go on. We're talking about Fab.
Yes,
go on.
Lawrence says, wow, because he didn't watch it. But no, Lawrence, trust me, Fabianski, when he had to, yeah. Budgie says Fabianski gets a 6 for me. Not great, but a few decent moments. Right, we'll wait like maybe 30 seconds if anybody else wants to put their ratings in, and you can always catch up. If you join late, you can just say, boom, 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 and catch up with your ratings.
The goalkeeper from like where does Budgie live? Crawley. The goalkeeper from the Crawley Blind School could have like done just as good as Fab did tonight, man. Straight up.
Cooley Town.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The goalkeeper for like the blind school of Crawley Town could have done better than like slipping what Fab did. Like you could have done the same. So right. Yeah, free all day long.
We'll move over to right back, and back in the starting lineup was Vladimir Soufal.
Yeah.
What was your opinion or rating for Soufal? Let me get rid of this 3, but we may well be down in these sort of So, what was your scoring for Soufal?
2.
Wow, a 2.
Yeah, man.
I need to create that one.
This guy, you got to create it. Like Fabianski, look up, son. No, sorry, Fabianski, yeah, him as well. But like Soufal, look up, Kufal, Tufal, Hufal, Nufal. Look up, son. Like you win on goal. Like you're a bad man from Czech, and you're gonna score a goal. When you had Matsuaku like waiting in the wings, open, like he could have like started doing jumping jacks. Homeboy was open. And like Soufal, like just had to go for the gust and the glory, man. Like I don't know, dog. I don't know. I don't think he's ready to come back yet, man. I'm showing you, man. I'm showing you. I don't necessarily agree with having to put like Johnson on the left and just as Soufal's good on the right. He ain't ready to come back yet, man. Straight up. It's a Diop should have been given a chance, man.
Right, so Roy says a 7, which I kind of agree with, and Luke says a 6, but I kind of agree with. So I reckon a 6.5 would probably be for me. Maybe
I don't know what game y'all were watching. I do not know what game y'all were watching, man. Straight up.
So I got a feeling I might have to give my also in response because Peaches look like he's going to be very miserly today. So Luke says he looked rusty. He did look a bit rusty. Yeah.
I like that word, miserly. I like that word. That's a class word. I like that word, miserly. I'm stealing that. I like that.
Right. Budgie says Soufal 7, a couple of great tackles and solid throughout. Yeah, I would say we'd probably be around a 6.5. And bear in mind, our defenders had a lot to do because we didn't really have too much of the ball. So they had to be sort of at it. But they still scored. Right, let's go over to let's just go over to if anyone else is ready. If not, like I said, you can catch up. Right, let's go over to Craig Dawson.
No, it was because of him that homeboy did that bicycle kick, man. Craig Dawson was watching the ball like he was watching a movie, man. Like, did you see that? Like, I know that Matsuaku kind of like let that happen, but there's always somebody in the middle, man, and that middle man was Dawson. And Dawson, like, you look back at the replay, Dawson is literally doesn't try to get in front of him. He's just watching him. Like, oh, let's watch Mupe. Like, let's watch Mupe. Let's watch Mupe do a bicycle kick. Like, he just watched him. He could have like got stuck in and like without causing a penalty, like put him off balance. Dawson, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. It's another 3, man.
3 out of 10.
Yeah. I'm like this is just real to me. Like everybody has opinions, like they got belly buttons, I get that. This is just real to me because I know what we're capable of. And I didn't see any of that capability today. From anybody really. Maybe a few players, that's it.
All right. Well, Luke,
you'll know the money when I'm marking.
Roy is kind of close to you. He said a 5 for Dawson, and Luke also said Dawson 5 should have been tighter for the goal, but great finish. Now watch. It was a great finish, but the area that he had to work with and the players that we had around him, he shouldn't score. And at the very, someone's got to take a kick in the face to make sure that we get the high foot. Just put your face down there so that when he hits you, it has to be disallowed. So his foot was high, but we stood back enough so that it can't be deemed dangerous play. If you put your face near his boot, then it has to be deemed dangerous play.
100.
So you didn't.
Well said.
We weren't putting it now. Listen, I may well, make a video about this, but I'm telling you now, Angelo Ogbonna would not let that happen, right? So,
100.
Without Angelo Ogbonna, we've lost 2 and drawn 1. That one there, we should have won that game. So all those people, especially ones that titled their video, "No Ogbonna, no chance." That means you don't know what you're talking about. And now we're going to see what he brings to the team. He would not allow that particular goal to happen. I can tell you that now. 5. Great finish. It was a great finish. I'm not going to lie, but you should have.
It was a beautiful finish. And Dawson got like front row seats with his popcorn and it's fizzy soda to watch it. Like that, you got to see it all. So I feel jealous of Dawson. I would have loved to see that goal up close by Dawson.
Okay, right. Let's move on to 1 minute. The person that partnered him in defense, and that was Kurt Zuma playing left centre back.
Kurt Zuma gets an 8.
Okay, all right. I thought it was going to be all the way. I was like, nah.
No. I'm real with this. I'm real with this. I'm real with this, dog. Straight up.
Okay, you gave him an 8. Can you explain why?
Because I thought he was where he needed to be at times when he needed to be. I thought he distributed the ball very well. I thought he defended the ball very well. I thought that he got some of our players out of trouble by getting the ball out of play very well. If it was up the pitch, if it was, when in doubt, kick it out. I know they were doing a lot of hoofing, and he was guilty of some part of that, but sometimes you have to listen to the gaffer, and that's what the gaffer wants them to do. They want all the other teams to have the possession, and then they counterattack. But if you got nothing to counterattack with, like a man who hasn't scored in 4 games, then it's not Zuma that's doing anything really wrong. He's just going along with what he's told to do. So, and I respect him for that. So, yeah, there's my 8.
Okay, right. Budgie says Dawson 6, Zuma 7. So he's kind of on the same page as you.
Yeah.
He was 1 off on on those 2 players. Disabled team, if you've got time. Oh, Gary J, what an annoying man it was. If you've got time, you can catch up, but disabled team, and I'll wait. We're at Kurt Zuma right now. Gary J, this is a great comment. It was annoying. It was like watching that I'll be honest with you. Yeah? Watching that, like what I thought it would be like, because I didn't see the Man City game live. That's what that felt like. Like I knew. Listen, if us v City, they're gonna. That's what it felt like to me. Like they're Manchester City, we're away from home, and like they're gonna have a lot of the ball. That's what it felt like to me watching that. When it shouldn't be the case. We're at home. We're 1-0 up. They had 10 men when they scored, and they finished with 10 men.
I know.
That shouldn't happen, man. So, what did he say? What an annoying match. Yeah, that it was.
Don't you find like Gaza J and Titch? Don't you find that we defended when we should have been attacking?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, man. It was very frustrating, man. Binary. Zuma solid 8. Roy agrees with you. He gives him an 8. And Roy.
Who's that? Who gave him an 8 too?
Zuma.
Big up Roy. Roy knows his thing. Go on.
The 17 says Zuma 7, Dawson 7.
Yeah.
And Darren says good morning. Good morning, Darren. And thanks for
Mr. Tyler. What's going on? Mr. Pad Thai.
Let me just, while Darren's there, Darren, just for you, my friend.
Does he have the wrench? Give him the wrench. Give Darren the wrench. Oh, Darren gets the spot. What?
Big up, Darren. Official hammer game. Just for you. Right, let me get back to.
You got to change that to Darren Pad Thai Higgins. Straight up, dog. I love Pad Thai, dog. Straight up, and like he's from the originators of where like he's living right now with the originators of that make it. So big up Dazzle, man.
Right, let me go to before we go, but because someone's commented. I don't know, it might be Darren. Hi, Darren.
Yep.
Got a rating for Zuma, QFR, and Fabianski. Yeah, you can put them in later, if you haven't. Right, disabled team says. All right, Gary J says Zuma 8. If I haven't already read that, I don't think I did. Luke said Zuma solid 7. Okay, I didn't read these two. Hey Darren, and disabled team says I don't think the defense did a lot wrong. Nor do I. It was more up front that was the problem. Me too. And okay, hi Darren. And okay, cool. Right, let's go to right now. Starting at left back in the absence of Aaron Creswell, who has established himself as the current number 1 right back. Was let me just get him up on the screen. Ben Johnson, Peach. Let me remove your 8 out of 10 for Zuma. And now, what are you giving for Ben Johnson and why?
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of biting what your son says, like when he says, "Alta, give me another player." I'm saying, Alta, don't give me another player. I said Alta.
No, Velsa. Velsa.
I didn't know that. Like Velveeta cheese. Velveeta cheese.
Virtual London Stadium assistance. Velsa.
Give me another player rating. No, don't give me another player rating because Johnson is my boy. That is my boy. And you know what? He got out of tight positions. He is the future. He can do what Cresswell does. It's lovely having Cresswell with him there. Don't get me wrong. But Johnson can play on the right better than he can play on the left. So you got your Cresswell there. Soufal, step outside, go get a drink of tap water, because Johnson got your spot. I give Johnson a 9.
A what?
A 9.
And oh my days. Okay, and then I'm gonna
Like,
go back to
like in Germany, like no means 9. I'm giving Johnson a 9, dog, straight up. My G.
right. So Ben Johnson gets a 9 from Peach, who's had a very varied ratings. 9 out of
Well,
10.
you know what?
Right?
He got out of so many tight spots so many times, and he was helped out a lot by Lanzini. And yeah, I was like, what Johnson did, I think, went overlooked, like per se. So yeah, I'll give him. And I know I've gone from like 2 to 3 and 3 to 2 and 9 and this and that 8. But yeah, Johnson a 9, 100%. My
Right.
G.
Going back to the disabled team, they said Fab's at 8, which I kind of agree with. Maybe a 7.5. Zuma, solid 7, and Soufal 6. Because obviously they're catching up. Gary J has said, anyways, I had a rough day, finished off by a ridiculous game. Yep, I'm going to chill, boys. No offense. I smashed that. You know what, Gary? I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you've had a rough day. And I appreciate that was not a good way to end the evening with that fucking overhead kick. Right. Johnson was an 8 for me. Solid performance from Budgie. Great maturity and not a foot wrong. You know, he's very, very comfortable on his weak foot as well.
Not many.
Oh, sorry, that was me. See you later, Gary, says Roy. By the way, 8 people watching. Gary says, by the way, 8 people watching, only 6 likes. Who forgot to do that? You know what? Respect, Gary. Right. Thank you for that.
Right.
Thank you. Roy says an 8 for Ben Johnson.
Yo, you got Gary. Oh, go on.
Luke says Johnson 5 isn't a right back. I think he means left back, unfortunately.
Yeah,
needed a left back, not his fault. So he gave him a 5. What are you gonna say, Peach?
Do you have everybody's name on the what you call it? The Gangnam thing or no?
On what? Your thing's cutting out, but
do you have anybody else's name on the Gangnam things on the Amazon thing? Put Gaza J's up, man. He deserves it, man. Straight up.
Oh no, I don't have Gary J. I've got Gaza. I haven't got Gary J yet.
Okay. You got homework. You got homework.
I could be cheeky and say, one sec. I could say, big up Gary J. Gaza.
Oh, I like how you moved that. That was smooth. Smooth.
Yeah, my last night I went to London. We said
love that. So, yeah, there you go. Done.
But I will do a Gary J. But like I said, this takes up so much. You can only put 100 things in it.
Yeah, I know.
Right, Badgie said, I'm sitting there waving and nodding like I'm in the studio. So maybe he agrees, maybe. Oh, shit. Lawrence says, all good, Peach. Pick how you feel. That's what Lawrence says, pick how you feel. Disabled team says 8 for Johnson. And Lawrence says, I smashed that button with force. I know you did as well. I'm in twice with phone and TV, just like it's on TV, and so 7 now. Thank you very much, people. It's good practice. Like I said, it's a very small channel and very low people watching. But like I said, I'm more about quality over quantity. Quantity is good. I like the quality first and foremost. Right, so we will move on to the midfield, and this will be interesting. As the way you've rated, I don't want to, influence you. So this will be interesting for me to hear. 1 second, who you pick for? Let me pick this one first. Declan Rice. Let me remove Budgie's comment. What are you saying for Rice, Peach? Let me remove that banner.
Honestly, how you can rate something like out of like 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 and like 7 to 8 and 8 to 9 and 10 and this and that. I have to tell you, man, the confidence that exudes from this man is absolutely breathtaking. It is refreshing. It is. We have he's not a defensive midfielder no more. He's like probably one of the best midfielders, central midfielders, center mids, inside right, inside left. Probably one of the best if not the best in the world. Um, Forgetting about today's result, which felt like a loss. It was a loss, basically, because we should have won that game. Um, Hands down, he's priceless, man. He's priceless. So you know what? I got to give a 10. Honestly, I thought he did everything right. If he didn't, he tried to do everything right. He was, yeah, he was immense. So, and it's becoming a regular occurrence. So, you know what? He's beyond the 10. He's Declan Rice is priceless, straight up.
So you gave him a 10. I've seen a couple
Yeah, I
more
do.
10. I've seen a couple. Look, I haven't even done that correct. This just says 10 rather than 10 out of 10. Let me edit this, please. Anyway, we'll just leave it at 10. Right. So that's we go to okay, right. Roy was the first. Yes. For right. Roy says 10 out of 10, man of the match.
Yeah,
Luke says Rice a 10. He gets better and better and better. Lawrence asked, "How was Rice's shot on goal late in the match?" I think he had a good shot. I can't remember if the keeper saved. Was that the one that the keeper saved?
Oh yeah, the keeper saved it. That was on goal. That was on
Yeah.
goal. That one shot was on goal. Yeah. 100.
And the thing
That
is,
was, that was the
Antonio
one when Antonio kind of pulled it back for him, right?
man. It took ages to pass in the ball, and by doing that, Rice had less time to get his shot off. So once again,
Yeah.
I mean, the Antonio one for me will be very, very interesting. From everybody.
Oh,
I
you don't
have
want
to
to even
agree.
hear that.
Royce, disabled team says 9 out of 10, man of the match. Budgie says 9, true leader and all the consummate professional. Sorry, I should have read it there. It's easier to read actually. Rice, man of the match from Budgie. Okay, so this one is like I said. Let me not try and influence. Let me just see. 1 second, Peach. EO.
Yep.
Let me go to Thomas Supercheck.
Thomas Suchek. Okay.
Can't hear you. Whatever you're saying, I can't hear you.
Okay, Thomas Suchek. He's not on the same level that a young Declan Rice is, but he is probably one of West Ham's best players. If you take Rice out of the equation, I think he is West Ham's best player.
Okay.
He scored the goal. What a header. Beautiful corner in from, I think it was Fornals.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't it, and it was lovely. He has his moments. He didn't look the same like last match or the match before. I don't know if like his potato salad was off, and he kind of left it out the fridge for 2-3 days. But today it looked like his potato salad was fresh. I'll give him an 8, solid 8. It could creep up to a 9, but I'll give him a respectable 8. But I know that he has that 2 more in him to be like unbeatable. So yeah, I'll give him a solid 8, and a good goal.
All right, listen, people in the comments, did you hear? Like I think it might be mine. I couldn't hear what Peach was saying, but it doesn't matter. I got the end bit, the 8 out of 10. Did you not hear Peach? Because yeah. So yeah, it might be my thing.
Might be my thing, dog. Hold on.
It's just cutting out, but yeah. I'm right near the router, by the way. Luke Legend, Suchek on 8, thought his best game of the season. Yeah, you know what? I would have to agree with you. And ultimately, he's got a goal that should have won us the game. Should have done. Sabertine took his goal well, 8 out of 10. And Roy says a 9. Yeah, man, I think Suchek was immense today. I don't think we played well as a team, but there were certain individuals that I think done well. Thomas Suchek, 8, massive presence and a perfect partner for Rice. Yes. And I could hear Peach, no problem. Okay, good. Because I couldn't, so I thought it might be me. But I'm glad you lot could hear him. I think the fact that they had so much of the ball and was attacking a lot more than us, then that is why I think some of our players will get, a higher rating, because they obviously done what they had to do, and then it was that goal at the end. But they stood up to nearly everything. But to say that, though, Brighton did have chances as well that they should have taken advantage of. So Peach Peach, can you hear me? You're muted, Peach. Oh, okay, maybe you muted yourself.
No. I muted myself, and I can hear you, and I started my sound down. Now should sound a lot better.
Yeah. 1 sec. Okay, so you gave him an 8. Let me move on to. I know who I want to start with. Let's go to Jared Bowen.
4.
4 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll give him a 4 because he has it in his locker. He's a good player. He does have it in his locker, but I don't know. Like, if I don't like to him and Danny Dyer need like a counselor or something now, because it doesn't seem like there's that fresh spark that they had in the beginning, and maybe that's affecting his game because the last 2 matches you're not seeing that like spritey Jared Bowen that just wants to take a shot outside the box and just wants to like put 2 things down. I know what he's capable of. I'm not saying he's playing out of position. I'm just saying he looks like not like half of himself, but like almost like just a bit more than half of himself. Like
2/3 of
yeah,
himself.
it would be around the 4, man, because I know what he's capable of, and I didn't see it today. And like the midfield was basically they're the players that lost the game, and I am calling it a loss. And like yeah, they're the players that lost the game for us today. Was the midfield, and I think he's suspect to being responsible for that.
Okay, so Roy says a 6 out of 10. Disabled Team says a 5, and then they also said he was average. And Luke said Bowen 5, energy, but the composure and spark of a pickled walnut.
Yeah, that's a good analogy, dog. Yes.
Hey, Luke, is that even a thing? A pickled walnut, by the way. Like, is there such thing?
It is. We get them in Canada, dog. Yeah, we get pickled walnuts in Canada.
See what I'm saying? Like, you learn something. I've never heard of a pickled walnut.
There you go. I can't eat it because I'm allergic to nuts, but like I don't know, it's supposed to be all right.
But I don't like the idea of a pickled walnut, not at all.
No, apparently they're tasty, dog. Apparently they're tasty. Like honestly, that's what I heard.
Okay, who's had pickled walnuts in the chat? Bowen got a 6 from Budgie. Pickled walnuts. Oh my days. Okay, so Bowen got that. Right, let's go over to pickled walnut, I've never heard of that. Let's go to whoever comes up. But I know actually. Let's go to Saeed Ben Rama, who should be on the screen now. What's going on? Yes, he is there. Can you hear me, Peach?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yeah, okay. What about Saeed Ben Rama?
I thought he helped out players when they needed to be helped out. He didn't give you his usual Ben Rama spark where he's just taking man on and passing them, but he was aware. I'll give him that. He was aware. He was a lot more aware than Bowen. He was going for things. Like a lot of times on the left, he was going for things, and he put the ball like maybe just like a bit too high, far corner, far post, sorry. But yeah, I just for the effort for him actually going for things and getting out of tight positions, I'll give him a 6.
I knew you'd give him a 6. I've got the cursor over a 6. I was going to put it on the screen before you said it, but as you can see, I just tapped there. 6 was waiting. I knew you were going to say 6.
Yeah, Titch knows me, dog. Titch knows me, man. Yes.
Oh, no. Okay, I think my thing's maybe cutting out. I hope you're not going to hear me. I would agree with a 6. I think
can hear you loud and clear. It's only cutting out on your end. We can hear you loud and clear, too.
I think Ben Rama showed a lot of defensive responsibility today. I see him put his body on the line and block a shot that was probably he was just inside our box. So he done, he showed side of his game that he wouldn't have shown 6 or 12 months ago. So I think that he was limited in what he could do in attacking third because we didn't have the ball. But I think he done very well for us as a defensive player and got back in the right area. So yeah, I think a 6 only because I don't think he could impact game going forward. And there was a time where we broke on them and he was dribbling and Antonio gave him nothing in front and then ultimately he ended up losing it. And that wasn't his fault. That's because Antonio didn't make the right run or movement for him to pass in the ball. So now he's got to carry the ball even more. So, yeah, I think a 6 is probably a realistic score for Ben Rama. Let's see what they say in the chat. Okay. Pickle, thank you. Look, Budgie says, not a fucking chance. Pickle walnut sounds rank. Okay. Put that up just quickly. Never heard of pickled walnuts. Right. Disabled team. Try 6. Tried with little success. Yeah. Roy says a 7. You know, I wouldn't dispute that either. I see him doing, good things that were more when we didn't have the ball and we were defending. Budgie says 7.5. Tried harder this week. Yep. If you got a low rating, then I think I would disagree with you lot. But, between 6 and 7.5, I wouldn't disagree with. But if it was lower than 6, then I would have to say, nah, I don't know what. Nah.
Yeah.
But
I agree with you.
1 sec. And the last one is Luke. Oh, Benny 4. His game is going backwards, literally and figuratively. He needs to give more quality. See, I didn't even see that. See, I wouldn't agree with a 4. So I didn't see that. Now I've seen it. He hasn't scored for a long time, obviously. But you're right, he was going backwards a lot. But I think tonight he done for the team defensively what he had to do, and is probably not part of his natural game, like that defensive and making blocks and that, and he done that. So I would say he was definitely, for me, around about 6.5, 7.
Absolutely, because when he was going back, Titch, he was getting the ball. He was ruffling up play. So yeah, I can't see anything under a 6.
But Peach gave Fabianski a 3, so that
there you go.
No.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
He was a 7 or 8 for me, Fabi, and he made a crucial save. Right, let's go to. We know who this is. The man who got an assist. And 1 second. He got an assist from an expertly executed corner. If no one touched that ball, the ball's going straight in the goal. So that corner was perfect. The height he done it out was literally on Souček's head. Roy, let me. So Peach, what are you saying for Nels?
For Nels, I'd give him a 7.
7?
Yeah, because I thought he had the grit about Cornell's game, about getting back, and that was never his game. When he came from Portugal under 20s and he was flying on the left wing, he had a different game. But Moyes has been able to coach him in a way that he plays a different game now. So you have to respect the game that he plays now. And yeah, I thought he played very well. I thought he got back very well. I thought it was a beautiful corner. He tried it again. He was unlucky when he hit the woodwork. He went for it. So the fact that he went for it and he got back as well as he's coming in all around midfielder. Kind of like Declan Rice, but in a silky more like a silky more razzmatazzy kind of way. He has a bit more flair than Rice does, but he's becoming a complete midfielder. So yeah,
I would agree with a 7 for you. He got the assist. Shot, he hit the shot too well, and that's why it's clean. But if he really sits there a bit, he might get it. Yeah. He would, for me, would be a 7 or 7.5, but I think 7 is fair. In response to what Lucas said, our forwards can't string 4 parts together. That is the problem. You know what the problem is, Luke? The problem I feel is that we are playing too far apart. So when we win it at the back, there's a big gap. Rather than us playing in one half, when we're defending, strike on the halfway line, and when we're attacking, centre backs on the halfway line. I think if we had more people, if we played in one half, then I think we could support the midfielders or forwards and give them more options to make those passes. But as it was, it just didn't look good. We weren't playing as a team.
It's almost like. I'm not comparing Moyes to Allardyce because Moyes has done brilliant for us. It was his 50th home game today, and they won 22 out of 48 games. So he's done well, but his game style, that whole Red Bull model, man, is basically hoofball. When I was watching, because I watched your thing and then I watched Charlito's thing, and that's what Charlito was saying. It's like hoofball. Stop hoofing it. Basically saying exactly what you said. get tied together. And they just look too far apart. You're 100% right, Tim.
So you can't play, good football if your team is playing miles apart. It's impossible. You have to go long more often. I'm not a fan of trying to overplay in our final third. And I said this during the game, but in the middle section and their final third, we should be playing much better football with the players that we have.
Yes.
Right. So disabled team says the whip he got on that corner, I gave him a 7. Roy Chappell says 7. Luke Legend says 4.6. Energy, but again, the lack of quality when it counts is West Ham all over.
No, Tits, let me ask you this. So what you just said about how we need to play tighter, because good teams play tighter. They don't play far apart.
Yeah.
Do you think like, and this is for everybody too, and it's not a rating like, oh, what's this player's rating? What's our rating as a top 4 club? Because I don't rate us as a top 4 club. A top 4 club would not play like how we played against 10 men. They wouldn't. They just wouldn't. And I know it's Moyes' thing, and he's got success from it, but sometimes you need to change it up. And it's like, I didn't see us tonight playing like a top 4 club. What about yourself?
Right, listen, this is not in response to this game or the last Wolves or Man City. We are nowhere near the top 4. That's
what I'm saying.
If we were going to break into top 4, it would have been last season. And unfortunately, Rice, Ogbonna, and Antonio at the time got, injuries that I knew would sort of hinder that. And even then, it was 2 points off of there. So that was the best time. We didn't do it, but we're nowhere near the top 4. And I have to be realistic, in my opinion. We're not. Right, 4-now's 8.5 from Budgie. I don't care what anyone else thinks. He's my pick for vice captain when Noble retires. Not picking on you. Yeah, no. Everyone's opinion is, And Kimmy, I'm here. Sorry I'm late. No worries. I'm glad you're here. So, right, we will move on to the final. I don't know where Peach is actually. We can't move on because Peach ain't it. Okay. Top 4. Okay, let me see this. Top 4, no chance for me. I would have been happy with top 6. Look where we were 2 years ago, but our squad isn't deep enough. I said this. You know what, Luke? Before the season started and everybody was, excited and that, I said I think we'll finish 13th because of our European commitment and the fact that we don't have a deep squad. And I'm going to stick by that. I'm actually going to stick by that. And that was before the season started. I want to be wrong, obviously, but I don't know why I thought that. So I said it, and I'm going to stick with that because we are, 1 or 2 injuries away from disaster. Now, Ogbonna, I don't want to keep on about this, and but I knew it would be detrimental to us and our progression, and it's it's proven to be the case. Let's imagine, touch wood, it don't happen. Declan Rice gets injured. Clearly, Moyes feels we've only got 1 striker, and he ain't doing nothing at the minute. But he could get injured, and I don't think that would be such a bad thing at this moment in time. But I'm saying we are 1 or 2 injuries away from a catastrophe. Catastrophe. Peach is back. 1 sec.
Sorry about that, boys.
Uh-oh.
And Kimmy. Sorry about that, boys, and Kimmy and Hammer.
It don't matter. I know what you mean, Luke Legend. Yeah, it's all good, man. You look. Right, let me get. Okay, this should seriously. I've said it. I know this should be very, very interesting, especially as the ratings Peach is given. But obviously, I'm talking about everybody in the chat. Right. So the final player that started, we'll get onto the subs. This should be interesting. Was Mikel Antonio. I'm going to remove that 7 because I know it's not going to be a 7, Peach.
No,
right.
Bradley.
Mikel Antonio.
So his number now is 9. You get me? His number now is 9. He got promoted to a number 9, like proper number 9, goal scorer. Brilliant. Where were you tonight? Where were you last week? Where were you the week before? Where were you the week before that? You weren't to be seen, my friend, but you're walking around like you're going on a Sunday walk with your Dallas. So it's like, yo, you're number 9 now. How many threes going to 9? 3. His first number was 30. 30. Let's just scratch the three right out of it. Gretchen, I hate to say this because I love hearing your song. I think you're a
Uh-oh.
brilliant man. I think you got a bit of banter about you. I think you've done well coming from, Nottingham Forest to like West Ham United. I think you've done brilliant. But my friend, you didn't get no marks today, dog. You got sent home. You got sent home with a sick note saying you need to step up your game big time. And it hurts me to say that because that's my favorite West Ham player on this squad. And you got sent home. You didn't take part. You're having a laugh, man. You're having a giggle. You
What?
need somebody breathing down your neck. Now, we don't have a striker. Now, I know I considered Michael Antonio a striker from time, even when he wasn't a striker. But then I do see him drift wide, like left or right. I do see him throw long balls in when he should be in the middle as the target man. I do see all of this. I'm not stupid. I don't blind myself with Antonio glasses just because I think he's brilliant. Um, we need somebody breathing down his neck. We need another striker in the squad. Tony would have been perfect. Origi, and I saw you saying this on the watch along earlier on, kid. So big yourself up. But like somebody like Origi, somebody like Tony. I'm still fresh on that Carvalho guy from Fulham. I think he's the bee's knees. Different striker, but I think we need a different striker.
Right.
You can't play the same game.
Did
Zero,
you?
man.
Yeah, I thought so, but I didn't want to put it on the screen. I just made that one. Wow. 0 out of 10.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Let's go.
and because he fluffed shots, he was all right with his like passing. You saw him try like he's an unselfish striker. He's becoming an unselfish striker. So you saw him like try to lay the ball off, and a couple players were unlucky when they got the ball off from him not to score. But I just it just looks it honestly looks like he's taking the piss. He has no competition and he knows that. Moyes needs to bench him. Moyes needs to let him catch feelings. Moyes needs to get under his skin because he's walking around like this is my shirt, nobody's taking it. Ha ha. And it's like you can't do that. Like I would have brought Perkins on. Oh my days. I would have brought Perkins on before Masuaku any day of the week. Did I rate Masuaku? I don't know. We didn't go to the bench yet. No, we didn't go to the bench yet. But
right.
He has nobody breathing down his neck. We need a real striker. If we don't get one in January, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. If we get two, I think we need two, to tell you the truth. Krasinski came in. Yo, where's the money, my man? Like, we need two strikers. One's not going to cut it because if Antonio gets injured and then the striker we sign gets injured, go to the false number 9s. It's a great idea, but you saw Bowen doesn't always step up to the plate. Fornal steps up to the plate more than Bowen. Lanzini, I think he's coming along great. But yeah, we need a striking force, man, and we only got one man, and he got a 0 for me today, and it hurts me to say that, man. It really does.
Okay, right. So Luke says, Antonio, a free. Like playing with 10 men at times. Get in the box. Also, please get your head up and pass to your teammate. Fee. He drives me up the wall. I have to, second. It's very, very frustrating. It's almost like, like the amount of money these players can earn. And, we've seen when he's at it, what he can do. So you're playing in front of 60,000 supporters. We're in a game that, from 1-0 up and they go down to 10 when we should win. There was a time near the end of the game, in stoppage time with 2 minutes to go, he miscontrolled it and they fucking broke on the edge of it and he pulled one. Like, come on, man. Like, that's basic. Like, it's so basic. He's very, very frustrating, man. And I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on.
I do feel sorry for him because that oh my days, that VRA call that took like a million hours. Like I that ball did not touch him. It scuffed over his boot. Like so I do feel sorry for him on that account, but it's not enough to even credit him a point. Like, you know what I mean? Straight up.
Right. So Roy says he gave him a 1. The worst player on the pitch by far.
Yeah.
He was definitely the worst player on the pitch by far. Definitely, 100%. It's like, that's like, you know what that looks like, yeah? Tell me if you don't agree with this. That looks like, you know, you might have a really good Sunday team or Saturday team. Someone phones up and says, oh, like, you know, I used to play in Brazil and that, and you think, fuck it, let me take a punt on him. You put him in the game and he's fucking shit. Like, that's what that's what it reminded him of. Like, he's not on the same wavelength as the rest of the team. And I'm talking about that particular game. Disabled team says 4, and I don't like giving below an average, but Antonio's done nothing in a few games now. Yeah, I think it's been about probably 5 or 6 games that he hasn't really done anything in the games. Budgie says Antonio is only a 4 for me. We need to put an appeal in the paper for his safe return. Yeah, exactly. Because I don't know. I see this guy, Jamaica. You want to score outside the box, which you've never done for us. You haven't done in your career. And now you go Jamaica and you get a screen. Look at Roy laughing. I don't know what Roy is laughing at.
Yes.
You know why? Because I'm just now catching up, so I've missed the moment, I think. I can understand that rating at Royal Chapel, but I cannot give that rating as an outsider, if that makes sense. Yeah, I do. Yeah, you know what? Because we are maybe a little bit more emotionally involved in you disabled teams. So you're probably looking at it from a, you know, just a neutral, you know, West Ham, but we're like, fuck that, man. That ain't, So I understand your comment. I get what you mean. Right. Good evening, Happy Amaret. Evening, chat. Disappointed. Trying to remain positive that we didn't lose again, though. But yeah, man, at 1-0 up, 10 men to them, we've got to win at home.
A loss. Yeah.
Right. Royce says, "Team, I want the real Antonio." Yeah, soon, real soon. Before he better get back, because the striker has to be top of our priority list in January. So it's your head that's on the block, my friend, if that happens. So it's in your own hands or in your own feet. And Rice is really frustrated tonight too. Yeah, Antonio didn't look like he wanted to be there. Hi, just talking about how he needs new thongs. Oh yeah, he was. He said like, yeah, like this new one's getting a bit too baggy. He needs to get a tighter pair.
No, you know what he needs, dog? Me and Wally World were talking about this last night, dog. He needs to figure out a new celebration dance. Because whenever he comes up with a celebration dance, if it's the Matrix, if it's the Homer Simpson, if it's like the blessing of the Homer Simpson one was the one when he went around on the new carpet or something, wasn't it? Like, but like, no, the Homer Simpson one was the one like right at the goal, and then he was like caressing the new carpet when that went in on another one. He needs a new celebration. Because whenever he gets a new celebration, he scores. It's just so he can show off like the Gangnam style celebration or whatever. He needs a new celebration, then he'll score. You watch.
Or he's spending too much time on his celebration and not on what he should be doing in training. Maybe it's that.
Yes. Well said.
Training is a jolly up to practice your celebrations, which have a lot of effort put into them. Let's put that effort into your performance for us, please. Hello, just got in from the game, freezing my ass off, surrounded by negative as fuck people all the game. Frustrating, to be honest. Where have we gone? You know what? In response to that, Happy Hour, from what I saw watching it, we just looked poor. We looked flat. I was watching us v Man City at the Etihad rather than us playing Brighton, who we haven't beaten at home. That's what it looked like. Right, Luke says, if we had anyone else, we would have taken, but we haven't, I don't think. Yeah, there ain't. Yeah, that's the thing. Right, here we go. Mrs. Lanzini says, shocked my husband didn't start. Why Masuaku and your husband done very well today. I
love that. Mrs. Lanzini, that was
hard. Mankini Budge. Look, Budgie is Mr. Mankini and Hammer is Mrs. Lanzini.
My gosh. A match made in heaven. I love it.
So Mr. Mankini and Mrs. Lanzini. I think they'll both be fine with that.
Mr. Lanzini, I like that, man. Yeah, you heard, huh? We're doing like a charity thing, and apparently, like, Duke's gonna like dress in a Speedo, dog. So that's Mr. Mankini. Done.
Positives are Suchek on the score sheet. Yep, and I said he's due a goal, and he did. Rice was class again, 4-0 assist. Yeah, there are positives from individuals, but I think as a team it was poor.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean every player was poor. They weren't. Anyone who says Perkins, come on, whilst he might be Tony Cottee, we could also ruin the lad. Need to buy number 9. You know what, Luke? You make a fair point. And the thing is, the reason why I say that is because he's young, he's unproven, and at the minute we're not playing well. So he might start getting criticism that is not deserved. So I think, you know what, Antonio, you need to step up rather than bring someone else in to take flack that they don't deserve, because we're not really creating chances for the striker. And then when we may do, Antonio's not even in the box. And let me tell you like this before we go further. When they scored their goal, Rice, I don't know, broke up the play. He drove forward a bit and he put the ball forward. And obviously, you only see what the camera shows. So I thought as the camera pans, Antonio was going to pick up the ball. He didn't even come onto my screen, right?
No.
So I don't know what he was doing.
No.
He didn't even come, and their centre back did, right? So where you should have been is, remember I said about playing in one half. You should have been on halfway line and you would have picked up the ball. He wasn't there. And then ultimately, Lamptey done what he done and they scored. So like I said, I always look back to where did the goal originate from? And that was him not winning Rice's ball upfield and making it stick. No, I don't know where he was because he never, ever came in the shot. And the halfway line was showed in the shot on camera. So where was you? Anyway,
Good point.
Temporary fix for now. We need something to happen right now. And you know what, Budgie, the easy solution for me would be put Bowen up front, bring Lanzini in, put Ben Rama on the left, maybe Fornals on the right, and bring Lanzini in and take Antonio out, because you're not sending a good message to anyone that this guy is playing 90 minutes. When we made the subs, I had no subs, no problem with Lanzini and Masuaka. Come on, I had a problem that he didn't take him off.
Yeah.
He's been 2 or 3 down by half then. Had they been exactly, that's what I'm saying. They missed gilt edge opportunities.
Yeah, Hammer knows. She knows.
Mancini and Lanzini in the house. Yes.
You're not going to give that one up. This guy's not going to give that one up.
No, Hammer put that on the screen.
Yeah.
Pick up 3 points. Kimmy says yes, Hammer. Yes, happy, Hammerette. Yes, happy. That's what I said. Okay, they're agreeing with Hammerette. And it's the West Ham way, isn't it? Right, Roy says the problem is Antonio turns up at a London derby. Yeah. Right, so let's get on to the substitutes.
Yep.
Right, let's do Masuaku.
This is a weird one. Because I kind of thought Masuaku played all right last week. Like I thought, like in the middle he dribbled it from like where he had to where he had to go. Like I felt that, but this week it was like, this week it was like this week it was like, sorry, my mom's yelling at me because she's in the mood. Mama Peach is in the mood. But yeah, so like, today, like, Matsuaku, it wasn't the same Matsuaku that played against Manchester City, and that's a whole different proposition. That's a whole different proposition, because it's weird how Matsuaku can play good in the middle, carrying the ball, like, from his end to, like, the other end. He was putting in crosses. He even had to go on goal a couple of times. But, like, when he played against Brighton, it's almost like he got sunk down to their level. And I don't know. Like, it's weird. It's like, how West Ham play teams and will play like teams in the wrong end of the division, and will succumb to that level of football. We play like top teams, and we succumb to that level of football. I didn't think he was magnificent against Man City, but I thought he played all right. Tonight, he played good. Like, I thought the left side was a lot brighter than the right side. But if it wasn't for him, he let that ball get to Malpe. Even though Dawson was like ball watching, it went through 2 people. It went through Masuaku and Dawson. So yeah, can Lanzini cut it? Lanzini, sorry, Happy Hammer. I didn't mean to say Lanzini. Masuaku. Can Masuaku cut it? I think there's better out there.
So what's the
And
score? What's the rating?
Oliviero looking out at. I think he's better. I think that Bryant boy from Fulham's better, and he's in the championship. So I'd rate Lanzini.
No, Masuaku. What are you rating him?
Sorry, why do I keep saying Lanzini? That's what I'm talking about, Matsuaku. Right? It's just, Matsuaku. I rate Matsuaku. I rate him. I rate him a 4.
4.
Yeah, no, I know he did. He did all right, right? He did all right. He did all right, but he let the ball get to Maupe. It was him who let the ball get to him. It was Dawson who watched it like he was watching an Oscar-nominated movie. Like maybe a 5. You know what? Just to be on even Stevens, I'll give him a 5. But it's not a Premier League 5. It's like a championship 5. So yeah, it's a 4 in Premier League status. Word up.
Okay, right. So let's get to the comments. Luke says, why can't Rashid play up top? 30 million players should be. You know what? You're right. Actually, I kind of forgot about him because he's very inactive. But yeah,
Who's that?
Vlasic. Vlasic would do better than what Antonio is currently. That's
100.
It wouldn't be hard to play better than what he is. Lanzini by far the best player on the pitch. Right. This one made me laugh. MD on that top. What's it stand for? Because nobody christened Titch. It's your nickname, and I'm happy for that, man.
Oh my days again, these guys.
Anyone that don't know is it's a joke from West Ham Random, but most people in here know what the joke is. It's actually really funny.
Yeah.
And can I say it? Right? Let me say this on
camera. He's not a bad bloke, man. I saw him on whose show was it? West Ham United the other day. And after playing this clip on our channel and just having a laugh, homeboy can take it, man, because he was all smiles and talking to me and talking to the other people. So yeah, pick up the man then still, straight up.
So I would, in response to Budgie, this stands for Moyes David MD. Anyway,
Moyes David MD, what?
Right, Luke says Masuaku 5. Sorry, wrong sub. He gave space where they didn't have it before he came on. Budgie says Arthur gets 77.5. Look reasonable from stepping on. Yeah, I thought he had a good game, and I think that him and Lanzini, they changed the game in our favor, and we was looking a bit better when them two came on, especially down at left hand side. Lawrence is laughing at Budgie. I'm happy for that, mate. 5.
But where did he get us? What did Masuaku do that got us to a position where we could score, a position where we were causing danger? He didn't. He did more so against City, honestly.
Roy says 5. I would rather Benny stayed on. Yeah, I wasn't happy that he came on.
100%.
I would have rather, if those two come on, then take Antonio off, put Ben Rama up front, or whatever. Masuaku isn't the Phil Neville type player Moyes thinks he is. Hammerette, blasphemy when you said what you said about you called him Arthur, her husband. Because Manu is the bollocks peach. What's this? Lanzini 5 from Luke. Did he do anything? He doesn't have the energy. Oh, he's already gone to Lanzini. Oh shit. 1 minute. Sorry. Can you not hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Banners, not banners. I need to go to Lanzini here. Because Luke's already given his. Is that on the screen?
Let's see. Yep.
Right. Okay. Right. Luke gave Lanzini a 5. Did he do anything? He doesn't have the energy to run the ball these days. Budgie says, Pete, you kill me. 4, 5, 4, 5. Yeah, 4. Exactly. That
No,
can't be a
Benson.
real
No,
name.
Benson. Benson. I give Lanzini a 7, dog, because you know what? Him and Johnson worked well together in getting out of trouble. And that one last run by Lanzini when Johnson was able to get out of trouble, and Johnson got out of trouble, dog, with help from Lanzini. And then Lanzini started looking like Lingard. He just was running the whole way of the pitch. And then I think he passed it to Rice. Rice passed it to Antonio. And then Antonio passed it to, I don't know, somebody, and they missed it, scuffed it, whatever it did. And yeah, but no, I thought Lanzini 7 all day long. Lanzini's vision is on a different level. He is a little jewel when they say that, and he is a little jewel because he is a little jewel. I know business. Homeboy can put it down. He's on a different level than a lot of the other players on the pitch at the same moment as him. So big up Lanzini, 7 out of 10 all day long. Yeah, 100.
All right, no. So disabled team is pulling a peach on me. They said Arthur gets a 7, and then they said Arthur gets a 6.
Yeah.
Peaches, Budgie said I'm saying yes to the bloody TV, so he's obviously agreeing with certain things that's being said. Disabled team 7 for Lanzini. Oh God, Luke says Lanzini makes me come early. HH question marks.
Ew.
You know what, Roy says he came on for the fight. He had one bit, like I said, I applauded it. He done fantastic. Then I thought, he's not going to win the battle. He was more physical than it might have been Basuma. And then he carried on running. I thought, now don't lose the ball. You've done all that. And he didn't. He picked a pass. And that moment was, he got a round of applause from me and one of my sons. Peach is cider from Lawrence. Lanzini gets 8. Anything less, I'd be in trouble with our moderator, right?
Good call, Bungie.
1 second. Okay, right. So we've got through the comments. 1 minute. Comments. So, Pete, you still there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've gone probably over, so we do a couple more minutes. But it was good to, as always, for people to tune in and give their input onto the game. What I will do is just go through all of these, especially as you lot are official Hammer Gang members. Now, watch. Some people are not here and haven't been here. Disabled team, Roy, Robert Singleton. I haven't seen or heard from him for a while. Or was he on last night in Western Random? Peach.
Yeah.
Manda Grubb. I haven't heard from her in a while either on Western Random. Luke Legend. He's official. You lot official Hammer Gang. Obviously, Lawrence Watkins. You already know. Hammerhead. Gaza.
Daza. Yes, there you go. Daza. 100.
Kieran. Who else we got? I need to do one for Hammerhead. Charlie Walsh. Always. Budgie. Now. Actually, I didn't get because Kimmy's a new one. 1 second.
Kieran, the Mr. Kangaroo guy.
Kimmy and Epic Hashtime. Now I know this not everybody you know, but Hammerette Luke. She said, what did she say here? Did anyone
Frankie Boy every day all day, dog. Frankie Boy every day all day, dog. Straight up.
Happy Hammerette. This is the thing: is that if West Ham start going backwards, then no one can excuse Rice for going forward.
Yes,
in his career. So
yeah,
I think as long as we match his ambition, he will be satisfied. But we better hope that. And then we got Chelsea next as well. So can we go live in a bit, Peach? That's from Budgie. Have you done me yet? No, I will do it, Hammerette. I promise you, I'll do it. When this finishes, I'll make it quick. I've got all the stuff set up, so I'll make it quickly. Trust me. And favoritism. No. Right. So Peach, speak. I'm going to make Hammerette's one right now. Speak, Peach.
Okay,
speak.
So
we've only got 5 minutes. I'm going to do this right.
Hey, don't worry. Big up Lawrence, because he doesn't know Peach's side of wet. Straight up. Only 2 though, still. So it's not like side of wet. It's like side of spider wet. You know what I mean? Yo, Lawrence, I want to know if you're a part of the Auburn Hammers, because I know you're in Auburn, and anybody else that is a part of an association. Like in Canada, we have Toronto Hammers. In Ghana, they have the Ghana Hammers, American Hammer Network, and then there's like Ohio Hammers Network. There's a Dallas Hammers Network that Frankel's a part of. Then there's like the Las Vegas Hammers, New York Hammers. There's all these little associations of hammers organizations per se, and I'd be interested to know if any of you were part of them, because we got something coming up, and we want all the organizations that any of you are a part of to be involved in what we will be doing. Straight up. Saying that, let me know. You can always email us at westhamrandom@gmail.com. Let us know your affiliation with any of the organizations that you might be a part of. Like, for all I know, like I live in Canada, I know that there's Toronto Hammers. For all I know, there could be Montreal Hammers. There could be British Columbia, which is Vancouver, like Vancouver Hammers. You know what I mean? There could be like Los Angeles Hammers. Like I know there's Las Vegas Hammers and thing, but yeah. So yeah, please let me know that West Ham Random at gmail.com. Please send it to us. Everybody in the clique will get it. Buddy, Karen, Titch, me, Charlie Boy, if he has access to email, and Adam Frankel. Um, yeah, so yeah, please let us know that. On today's game, it was another blip in the radar screen, but we're starting to say blip in the radar screen a bit too much for my liking. A blip in the radar screen for us now, excuse me, is a loss. Yes, we've graduated to not losing as much as we did. We've only lost 3 games this season so far, and we're in December. That's unheard of. Um, we are harder on our players. That's why you're getting the ones, the threes, the twos, the zeros. We are harder on our players because we're playing at a different level. Are we playing like a top four team? The football we're playing is not like a top four team, but where we are in the table right now is a top 4, 5, 6 team. Do we have the ability to crank it up a notch? Yes, but we need firepower. We need firepower. We need left back reinforcement like yesterday. We need a backup for Obama because we're gonna miss him. And Tisha said that, like pack up the middle because we're missing Obama. That goal would have never gone in today if Obama was in the same role that Dawson was in. Even if Masuaku let that ball in, it wouldn't have gone in. So we need reinforcements there, but we already have them on our team. Bring back Connor Coventry. It's a perfect time where Connor Coventry might have a role in this squad. But we need center back. We need center half. We need a left back. We need at least 2 strikers, in my opinion. If we get one, that's great. We'll be over the moon. Hey, we got a striker. But like, we need 2. You know what I mean? It's simple as we need 2. We need Lingard back. Like he made such a difference. So if you can get me Lingard, you can get me 2 strikers, you can get me a center half and a left back. I am a pig in shit, dog. I am a kid at a candy store, dog. I'm loving life if we can run that. And we got money now. We got Mr. Moneybags Krasinski or whatever his name is, man. So put your money where your mouth is. Buy the players that we need. Listen to Moyes. Moyes, don't be afraid to switch it up. Pierce, don't be afraid to like have a go in his ear. Nolan, don't be afraid to have a go in his ear either. Like we need to switch it up. And Titch is right. Like bringing somebody like Sonny Perkins in when Antonio's we're not really doing the job, it's kind of setting him up for failure. And I know I said like, well, Moyes gave Rooney a shot, but I think Everton were playing a better style and type of game at the time that he introduced Rooney in. So I do think he will introduce Perkins in, but we need strikers. And yeah, until we get them, and we need to switch it up because we're not playing like a top four team. We're playing one way and one way only. Unless like Moyes has a master plan, which I wouldn't put it past him. When he gets these new signings, we're playing a different way of football. I don't know. See, what are you saying, Titch? Like, yo, that's Peach's corner, straight up.
Listen, like I said, I try and make this particular show more about the guest as well as so that's why, I try and not do the ratings, but I did sometimes. I think I got to counter that or whatever. But generally, this is about the guest and, as always, the comment. But I would say anybody that wants to, because I like to mix it up. So next week or next watch along I do, and you'll have enough time. I want people on here. It could be Hammerette, it could be Roy, it could be Lawrence. Lawrence will come on. I know Lawrence. He doesn't mind coming on the camera. So this channel is all about just inclusion, basically. Love to watch along to the keeper. Thank you, Roy. So yeah, like if anybody ever wants to, you might see it pop up watch along or whatever. Then I would say as soon as you can, say like, can I come on or is it taken? Because if I don't hear anything, then I've got to try and get someone to come on. But yeah, like everybody's more than welcome, and you'll be doing what you're doing in the comment section anyway. You just be doing it online. You don't have to break down your score if you don't want to. If you want to say, look, I'll give him that, and it's fine. Thank you, Titch. That's right. Nah, man. Listen, you lot even now you're on still. Are you still there, Peach?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just was going through because I'm trying to get the game on replay right now. I want to watch it again, man. Because just to kind of go through it again, man.
Lawrence is the head of Auburn Irons, the most feared gang in Alabama. 1 second. Why? Okay. We'll try to catch a walk along. Yeah, and you went to the game, obviously, so you had no chance of doing that. Good show, Titch. You guys are the best. Big up Lawrence, as always. Heck yeah.
Yeah, big up Lawrence, man.
Please let me do a Chelsea with you. Chelsea. Oh, you mean the ratings or the watch along? I think
you meant the watch along, dog. I think who said that?
Budgie. What do you mean, Budgie? Is
that his brother supports Chelsea, dog. His brother supports Chelsea, man.
Yeah, but I don't even know if I can do the watch along because I don't know the time in it. But the ratings show, Budgie. That's the thing. If you watch the game and I can't, we can still do a player rating show because at least someone's watched it. Because I might be.
Me and Budgie can do a watch along, dog. Trust me. Don't even watch that. Me and Budgie can do a Chelsea watch along. No problem.
Thank you everyone for making us feel okay. You know what? I said it during the game. I said it again. Like obviously the Sable team is Leeds. We all know that, but they really support all of the West Ham fan channels, and I would imagine they now sort of want, when it's not against Leeds, they want West Ham to do well. And 12:30 Saturday. Oh wow, I can do that. Okay.
That's beautiful. I love that. The like disabled team. Like I thought the disabled team was like West Ham through and through, and then I find out he's Leeds, and I was like, yo. That's dope. Like he's Leeds, but like he shows so much love towards the Irons. Like he's a special man, He's a special man. Trust me.
And like I said, now it's like I always want Leeds to win unless they're gonna play West Ham. Okay, Budgie, that's good. Right, so you lot, because every watch along I've done, I think I've just give it like 1 or 2 days promotion. 12:30 on Saturday. I'm going to do the Chelsea game watch along. So. I don't know whether Cam or Davey might be there, but Budgie at the very least.
You should do it with Budgie, dog. You should do that with Budgie, dog. He's asked. He is asked.
No,
he is asked. And you know what? You got Football on Focus first, which is Budgie and Kieran. And then you got Budgie, whose brother is like Chelsea mad. Budgie would get such a kick out of doing a watch line for Chelsea, just like giving it to his brother, like, ha, like, trust me.
Yeah. But I'm saying, for the watch along, it's going to be me and Davey, or me and Cam.
I think you're making a mistake. Because I think Budgie would be the perfect mate to have on the Chelsea West Ham watch along, like straight up.
But Budgie, I'm going to book you in for the player ratings slot, which yeah, you've said that you're either or either. You're available.
That's like saying like I could invite you to the ball, but I'm just gonna invite you to the after party where they're serving like oysters and scampi. Straight up. You just scampi oyster budgie dog. Straight up. I ain't playing with you.
No, no, he knows it's not that. This is
No, you oystered and scampi budgie dog. Straight up. That's budgie. That's my boy
actually
dog.
okay.
That's the
Yeah,
one and only like budgie boy dog. Straight up.
oh gosh, shit. Where are you? Look, but yeah, thanks for tuning in. So yeah, I think 12:30 on Saturday will be a watch along. Probably go live at about 12 o'clock. So anybody that's available, it would be good for you to join. And I'm not optimistic after that performance there, and after the run of games we've had so far. I'm not optimistic. So yeah, I'm good with that. Shut up, Peach. It's cool, bro.
I know,
Yeah,
but you
but
know what? You know what? I'm not optimistic, dog, but it's typical West Ham to lose it. Well, yeah, we did lose because the draws are lost to me now because we're big. So it's like it's always the same shit, man. We will lose against a lower team and we will beat like your Chelsea's, your Arsenal's, your Man City's, your Liverpool's. I guarantee you, we will beat Chelsea. I'll put my bank on it. I'll put my bank on it. We will beat Chelsea, and it's just so disgusting how West Ham is still in that mold. Like we step up to these big teams, like yo, we let them know we're there. Like, did you see how we were pressing when we were playing against Liverpool? It was madness. We're doing none of that today. Kids, I promise you, Brendan, we will beat Chelsea, and we'll scratch our heads saying, why didn't we play like this against Brighton? Like why? And
well,
we've done that for year after year after year after year after year. It's almost like it's not even in which manager we have. It's like mentally, it's like wired into our mental dog. It's messed up, man.
right. So you look, we're gonna wrap this up. I want it to be 45 minutes. It's now almost an hour and a half. But like I said, thanks, Peach, obviously, for coming on and doing the rating.
Thank you very much, man. One love, one love. Thank you very much.
And thanks for everybody that took part in the watch along and also in this show. And yeah, the next live I think on here will be that Chelsea game, which is on. So I'm gonna start making the thumbnail on that now. But yeah, if you can join on Saturday, it's good. If you can't, I understand. But if we win that game, it'll be a very lively watch along.
Oh, well, trust me. And I just want to say to everybody, thank you for coming on Hammers Fans United because Tits puts in a lot of work, dog. You don't know what goes on behind the scenes. And like he has football like 24/7, dog. He has he has enough children to have his own Brady Bunch television show, dog. And he puts all his time down to this, dog. Like you have to take off your hat for him, man, straight up, because he puts it down. And he always acknowledges y'all. He does it for y'all. He's a special specimen, man, straight up, man. So big up yourself, bitch.
Wait, before you go, Pete, just tell them about the charity event. I mean, everyone here probably knows, but there might be someone watching that doesn't know. So just tell them about the charity event that's coming up.
Okay, so I'll just say this because me and Budgie, we're probably going to be going live in about what's now like it's 7, so what, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's midnight in the UK. So we're probably going to be going live at around 12:30 in the morning your time, Titch. And we'll get a lot more into it there. But yeah, it's a charity event. It's at the Iron Supporting Food Banks. We're trying to get all the good people in this game together to show how united we are and have one of the funnest, soundest nights that YouTube has ever seen. And we'll elaborate on it more in the broadcast we're going to do in about 35 minutes. So if you head over to West Ham Random 35 minutes from now, you'll see me and Budgie. If Titch is available to come on, he's more than welcome because this is his channel, Hammers Fans United, and West Ham Random is his channel, just as well as it is my channel, Charlie Boy's channel, Kieran's channel, Clive's channel, Frankel's channel. You get me? We're a family. So yeah, man. On this particular case, big up the boy there, because he's big things, man. And I meant what I said in the watch line, man. He's a lovely soul, man. Straight up.
Thanks for still being here, Kimmy. Much love. Same to you as well. So yeah, Peach, because this keeps cutting out, man. If you go live, yes. I'll be probably in the comments. Yeah, like, cause
okay.
I've got a headache, man. I'm tired, but I will be in the comments definitely at the very least.
You had a busy day, dog. You were at football. You rushed home to do the watch along. Like, people don't know that. People just think like you're there, like, ready to do it. This man's running across town, like, just for you guys to like put this shit up. Like, you have no idea.
What's this say? Can we stop being it so nice and easy? Okay at best. Okay, nice on Luke. You know, it's I think, like I said, is normally I'm not very good with compliments, but you know, we interact, so it's like like it's appreciative.
You deserve them. You deserve them, dog. Like, honestly, you deserve them. The amount of time. Like, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm getting all like mushy, but it's like the time that this guy puts into like his graphics, his editing. It's like, if one thing, and I'm talking one thing. If one thing that big, if one thing this big is out of focus or key, homeboy spends like hours on it just to like make it proper. Like, you have no idea. You have no idea, man. You have no idea. Oh my days. They just think it looks this good. Like, you just put it together, do it up, done. Ah, man, there's a lot of work that goes into this, man, and he does it all. Like, hell yeah, I can talk, but this guy can like put two things down. Trust me.
I think, you know, they know that now. Everybody here is familiar with all of us. So yeah, they know, man. But you know, like I said, it's you know, I just think for me personally, doing a watch along, for me, I got to try and make it look as good visually as possible. And with StreamYard, you're very limited as to what you can do. But yeah, you're solid, man. All the time, and me to you as well, all of you lot. Right, so I only watch Budgie for the positive of Fong Ash. Right, I'm going to, we're going to end this and big up everybody. 1-1, not great, and let's bring on Chelsea. And I will be doing. You know what, Lawrence? He will pop in. Oh shit! I forgot. I've got to edit Football on Focus tomorrow, which will be shown obviously at 11 o'clock on West Ham Random, 11 a.m. But you know,
hey, Tits. I gotta go right now because like we're having a delicatessen here right now. Everybody in the chat's gonna be like, "What?" But we make our own because Mom and Dad eat London through and through. I'm going for some pie mash right now with some green liquor, dog. So on that note, I will see you in the chat at 12:30. I will see you, Budgie, at 12:30. I'll see everybody in the chat at 12:30. Yo, pie match, here we come. Peace out. Love y'all. 100.
So thanks for tuning in once again. Win, lose, or draw, we know what it is.